Who are you guys?
We're Stay for Dinner. I'm Fabrizio. This is
Gavin.
I am Buddha. My real name's Ryder.
My name's Mason.
What inspired the name Stay for Dinner?
Our original name was Bagel Dogs, and then we didn't like that name, or at least Gavin didn't like that name, and then one day in econ class, me and Gavin sat right next to each other, and we were trying to think of different names, and then I just said Stay for Dinner, and we were just like, okay, that's the name. And I told Buddha and Mason right after class.
How did you all meet?
You want me to start? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, me and Buddha, we were in another band called. We were in another band called Ward (parentheses the Girls), and we were all making music together. It was me, Buddha, and this other dude as a drummer, Chris, who's awesome. Shout out Chris. And then Chris didn't want to be in a band anymore. I think that's what happened. I don't really remember that much. But then we started hanging out with Fabrizio, and me and Buddha were like, hey, let's make music. And then we needed someone to actually play drums because we didn't have anyone who's actually good at drums. And then Fabrizio was like, oh my God, I know Mason Kelly. Mason Kelly's awesome at drums. And Fabrizio wasn't lying. And now Mason Kelly's here. And we got that. And then we just started making music.
And I know Mason through his sister, Ren Kelly. Shout out Ren Kelly.
Shout out Orange Talk Creative.
Shout out Orange Talk Creative. Me and Buddha met earlier too.
Yeah.
Me and Buddha met. And I met Gavin in English class, junior year.
Yeah.
And then
Gavin was the first one I met. We met through skateboarding, and it was awesome.
Yeah, me and Buddha used to skate.
Gavin's been skating. Gavin, tell him about how you've been skating.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not a poser. Zoom in. We get I'm not playing about it. I'm a skateboarder. I skateboard.
What's the hardest part about being in a band?
Buddha, what do you think?
At least for me, I'd say the hardest part is like, okay, for me the hardest part is like driving around, but I like driving because we usually take my car when we go to shows, and I like driving around, but sometimes like I get a little scared leaving my car in certain places, and then like my car's a little old, so I get scared that it's gonna have problems, but everything's usually fine. But other than that, like, I wouldn't say anything's too hard. Like, yeah, that's just my opinion.
Mason, what do you say?
Probably the hardest thing is... Gosh, I can't think of anything. Probably the hardest thing is probably just like kind of like just like thinking about it. Cause like I honestly like the best, like the way that I like to think about this type of stuff is not even like as more like a material concept. Like I kind of like thinking of Stay for Dinner as more of just like a, I'm just with my boys and we're making music, and then people show up to our show sometimes. I don't really think of it as more like a work thing. So I guess it's hard to just kind of like to think about it in like a more like a locked in type of brain.
Because we go on camping trips, we like hang out.
Yeah, we went on a camping trip in San Clemente, from Monday through Thursday.
We just hang out together.
We're just some friends, and we get a little bored, so we just make some sounds.
Yeah, that sounds super cliche, but I mean, whatever.
You have something to say, Gavin? Do you?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say for me it's just like staying creative, making sure that our songs don't sound the same, But other than that, it's like really awesome to record music with these guys and make music with them.
Who or what inspires you?
What inspires us to like be a band, to like keep doing this? I guess it just would be like ourselves, because we all have to want it, you know? So we just like kind of like all check in with each other, you know, like make sure, hey, like, is this what we're trying to do?
Like each other.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay, I get what you mean now.
like we just kind of inspire each other. I feel like
Yeah.
because we all have so many different ideas, and we all think pretty differently, and we all enjoy different kinds of art. So when we come together, it's just about like creating a space to make sure that that energy is put out well.
I'd say for me, what inspires me a lot is that just the beauty of like music and how you could start so simple, just having like a chord or a note or anything like on any of the instruments, and you just build it into something beautiful. Like I just love the art of creating something from nothing. And also another thing that really drives me is like to do music and stuff is just the idea of shows and playing for people. I really love performing for people. It means so much that like just to know the fact that people came out to watch your art and what you do and support it, like it's amazing to me. And like I wouldn't I I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else. So yeah.
You want to say anything, Mason?
I don't know. Probably what inspires me is probably, being around these people a lot. They kind of help that. Probably, and but just like the music thing, like the fact that I'm able to make music with people, like at such like I get to do this like every Tuesday and Thursday, and I just like know that's just gonna be like that's a part of my schedule. So I'm pretty happy that I get to do that.
You want to say anything, Gavin? What inspires you?
Other bands? Did we talk about that?
No, you got that.
Okay.
Yes.
Music
influences, inspirations, Gavin.
I've been listening to Two Hollis.
Yes. Actually.
I've been listening to Two Hollis. I like the microphones. I like I try to shout out Ginger Bee.
Shout out Ginger.
Bee.
I tried to like Netspend. Me and Fabrice tried to listen to Netspend. We didn't like Netspend really. But yeah, that's it.
I feel like all of us really listen to different types of music. Like we have some similarities and stuff we listen to, but for the most part we all listen to a lot of different stuff. But the inspiration we all each take like individually from it kind of goes into our playing, and it creates, I think it's really beautiful what it creates, because all of us may be thinking something different, so the end product is always really good, which is another thing which really inspires me. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fab. Talk about.
I don't want to talk. That's it. That's it.
You don't want
That's the end of the
to. You don't want
question.
to add any other dude.
No.
Any other man from the 1960s.
Yeah, I do. I'd say John F. Kennedy inspires me a lot. He was a charming dude.
What is your favorite song to perform live?
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
That's right now. Wait,
You said you have to fail it.
bro. I'm answering the question for myself right now. I think it's Yet to Fail. Because the build up for that song is like just feels real nice. Cradle's always fun to perform, but it's tiring. So I say Yet to Fail. What about you, Gavin?
I like Yet to Fail also. I liked when we would perform. I like when we perform Cradle too, but my gripe with it is that it hurts my hand to play for a really long time because I'm just kind of going like this the whole time, and my hand gets sore and I can't move around as much as I want to. And yeah, that's it. I hate all of the other ones.
Wow. Okay. Wait. I also like playing Heck.
Oh yeah, that one's playing. Yeah.
Yes. I'm tied between two, so I'm gonna say both. My favorites to play are Cradle. I really like that one, and I love like sometimes some people will know the lyrics to it, and I think that is just so cool. And I get to jump around and have a lot of fun with that song, and I love just jumping around and being happy and smiling while I'm playing the bass. And then it's tied between that one and the other one I'm tied with is Come Out because I really like that one. It's a newer one we made, and the bass line I get to play for it is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of the one I made for it, and it's just fun to play. I really like the ending, especially to it.
It's on our new album,
and it's gonna be on our new album. There we go. Off to Mason.
Hey, what's up? My favorite song to play live is probably Cradle. You know, Cradle's just that's a classic pop hit. I like Count on Windowsill because I think it's pretty cute, and I like how the vibe changes throughout the song a lot. And that's also the same reasoning why I like Come Out a lot. Come Out is like it's like 15 different like grooves in that one, and it's really fun to play. And it's like, you know, it makes you think a lot. Which for like most of the Stay for Dinner songs, it's just kind of like. But for that, that one has a lot. Like it has a lot of like it forces me to like lock in. Yeah. I said that 2 times.
Mason's fills on that song are so awesome. So awesome. I love them so much.
Thank you.
What show made you the most nervous?
Say it.
For me, whoa. For me, it was the show we played at the Astropad. I was freaking out because there was so much equipment by the time it was like time for us to play, and the area was so crammed, and I have like a big bass case that my bass is in, and there was like just no room for me to set up. I was the last person to set up. Like I was getting embarrassed, my face was getting red, like I was stressing out so hard, but it ended up being such a good set. And that space, the Astropad, was awesome. There's a lot of people, but in the beginning I've never been so worried. I was stressing out. That's mine.
Probably the Scary Show was probably the first one because I didn't know how anything worked at all. And so I was also in a crowd with like, it wasn't the fact that it was just a crowd of like people watching me. It was like, I knew most of the people in that, like not new, but like I've seen them around the block, So it's like familiar faces in the crowd, not just like strangers. So it's just like, oh shoot, I have to do this. So that's pretty scary. And also like, first one, I had to, then also that was the show where I played Gavin's little brother's trombone. Shout out Logan Turpak. Shout out.
Secret member.
I don't know. I get equally nervous at every single show. It's like the same. I always get nervous right before the show, and then we start playing and I feel fine. So it's like I'm the same amount of nervous at each show, I feel like.
Yeah, I hate playing shows, and I never want to do that ever again.
God.
No, but I get nervous too. Wait, that wasn't the question. The one I got the most nervous at was the first time we played FTG, which was our second show ever, and I was freaking out because that was kind of like the first time we were playing at a venue, like a place where people go. They sell tickets for like $10, $15, and they like people go there to see a lineup of people play shows. And the first time we played like a show, quotes, was just like our friend's garage driveway place. But then once it got like official and it was like a real thing, and we were actually like playing a venue, I was kind of freaking out about it because then it was real. But it was chill.
Now, what is your most memorable show?
Probably the Astropad one. The one, yeah, the Astropad one was probably because there's a lot of people there and it was really crowded, and also it was so uncertain and scary in the beginning. Like a bunch of shit was happening, I feel like, and the vibes were so down, bro. I was in my car like 30 minutes before we were on stage writing an essay that I had that was due. I was writing an essay that I hadn't had any progress on, and like the band before us was playing, and I was writing the fucking essay. I was only halfway done with it, and then yeah, it was just crazy, and there were like it was so cramped and crowded. Everyone had all their equipment all around us, and there were so many people. I was like in this little box. I felt like, but then and everyone started moving around too. Like everyone was moving, but then everyone was also so close to me at the same time. I got scared someone's gonna punch me.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I have to say I also agree with the Astropad show. That's my favorite performance we've done. It was just like I don't know. It was so perfect to me. It was like it felt so good to play. It was so emotional and it was so awesome, and everyone was moving around. And Ethan from DC Jets was there, and shout out DC Jets, shout out Ethan, shout out No Way. Oh my God, he filmed it and it's up on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Thank you, No Way.
So that one was really awesome. I also have to say our very first show was very memorable to me because I remember going into it. It's just like a thing. Like everyone's first show goes bad, and I remember having a great ass time at our first show. So I remember being like, "Wow, this is so awesome! This is everything I wanted to do." So it felt really good.
Yeah, I agree with the Astropad being my most memorable show. Just because like I know I was saying like I was super stressed out in the beginning, but just all the emotions like I felt terrible, and then once we started going like that was like I haven't had so much fun playing a show like that one. Just the vibes of it and like just how crammed everything was ended up being awesome to me, even though that's like what I was complaining about in the beginning. And like the amount of people and like I really like the lighting there. And I always they were saying but our buddy Noe, he filmed
I'm so glad
he filmed a really really nice video of us playing, and I go back every once in a while and I watch it, and like
Yeah, bro.
I just like to think about that show. That show was really fun. And shout out whoever made that sick pamphlet of the bands and set
Oh
times.
yeah.
Float right past on Instagram.
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure it's at float right past on Instagram. Like just all
Hopefully.
those words lowercase. Float right past.
They made
Hopefully.
the
I'm pretty sure that's who it is. So shout out.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
made the
little zine.
sickest little zine of all the set times and bands, and I love it. I keep it in my my case and I look at it. But yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. The most memorable, like the one I have the most memories about, is the first time we did FTG, because it was just like it was very colorful. There was a lot of that was a period of time where like we didn't really like know like what type of sound we were doing, so we did a bunch of different type of sounding songs kind of,
Yeah.
and so it was like a lot of different like because we did a bunch of different songs, it made me remember a lot more things to it. And also we did like a bunch of like memorable people too, like DC Jets was playing with us,
Mm-hmm.
a couple others. Was it Twin Beds?
Yeah. Twin Beds.
Twin Beds was there.
Intentions.
Intentions was there.
Aorta.
Aorta was there.
And what did it be?
No, they weren't. They weren't at that one. It was Your Fragile Hands.
No.
Yes, it was.
It was
No,
someone.
wasn't.
It was someone. I remember.
Wait, hold on. Stay for Dinner, Aorta, DC Jets, Twin Beds, Intentions. That's it. It was 5 bands. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So that's it. That's all the
Yeah.
shows that we remember.
That's it.
I don't. Wait, but I feel like I want to say one more show. I want to talk about one more show. I feel like. Maybe my birthday show last year,
Okay.
because we had playlists at that one. My solo album came out. That was a pretty fun show, and it was my 18th birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
for me that one was pretty memorable too.
Oh, can I say one more thing? A bunch of shows that were super memorable to me as well were shows we would do at this dude named Matthew's house in Maywood, right?
Yeah,
Maywood.
my birthday show was
We
there.
did probably 3 shows there, 2 or 3. I don't know,
Like 2.
something
think
like
2.
that. But just like that space, like so many people would come out, and like the bands that would be there,
It was like
just
all our
so
friends.
so good vibes. All the friends would come. Yeah, I just wanted to add that one. Shout out Matthew. Yeah.
Maybe Jess's 18th birthday. Is her 18th birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was our 18th.
Yeah, her Jess's 18th birthday show because everyone was in costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
And me and my boy Will did a number.
Oh my god, bro. Yes, when you and Will and Gavin performed that one song,
That was so fun.
dude,
Gavin looked like a hip hop.
I was
rock
just
star.
thinking about that, bro. And I was just thinking about that. That was so. I felt so awesome to watch that happen.
Yeah, and there's porta potties there too.
Yeah, there's a porta potty.
There's porta potties.
That made the night. That made the night.
All right,
Okay, no more shows.
no more shows.
I told you guys.
Out of all the songs you made, which one means the most to you?
Okay, let me go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's honestly a hard question because I feel like I could say that about a lot of them being important, that a lot of the songs are important because a lot of stuff has happened, and a lot of stuff has happened that I've written that stuff about, or like I would have written a song, or I've been there when a song is written, or helped the song be written, and things happen when we're playing that song. Things happen in the context of that song. I feel like the art that I partake part in, or I help make, is a lot of it means a lot to me in general. So I would know my favorite songs we've made and stuff like that, but which song means the most to me is such a hard question. That's really difficult. But if I really have to say it, I have to say Cradle, because
Wait, think about even ones we haven't released.
oh, okay, never mind. I wasn't thinking about that. Nobody knows about that one yet.
Okay, that's okay because 7 songs is so restricting. I
Okay.
wasn't even thinking about the other album.
Okay. Well, on our new album, that's still hard, but probably either come out on our new album. The song come out on our new album. It could be Heck. That's we performed both of those songs. That's not why they mean so much to me, really, but it's just that those two are probably the most important to me.
What do you guys think?
I think if I have to pick one, I would say the one that means the most to me is I would say Cat on the Windowsill, because when I think of my band, and that's like the first song I think of, probably just because I don't know, I really love how that song sounds. Like there's so many different elements, and I feel like I remember so well when we first started making that song.
Yeah.
And just the whole history that song's gone through, and I feel like we have that song so locked down now. I just love playing it, and
Yeah,
it just means a lot to me. When I think of Stay for Dinner, that's the sound I think of. Even though we have so many things where we sound different, I don't know. I can't put my finger on what it is about the song. It's just that's the one that means the most to me.
That
I
was
don't know.
that was kind of like the first song we made where I was like, wow, this one's like real music.
No, yeah.
You said that when you made it.
And I remember when we started off with that song. I came up with the guitar part. I came up with that guitar part before in Half Step Down, but then we were at Bomb Shelter Studios. Shout out.
Shout out.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. They're dead. Okay. Shout or rest in peace. And then me and Gavin started messing around, and then I was like, "Wait, let's do this in the intro," and then we did it, and I remember how hyped Gavin got, and that was awesome. Okay, what do you have to say, Mace?
Probably the first two that we did, Grape Song or December 1st. I think December 1st a little more because that was the first song I was ever like. That was the first song I ever collaborated with anybody before, and it was super cool because like I never like thought about drums in a way like that where like it was like where I had to like like apply it to like another song and stuff like that like it wasn't mine. But the Grape Song was cool because it was like that was just like my first time just like flat like I remember Fab was sitting on like a speaker and he was like shirtless and he held the microphone up just in the general area of the drum kit. He was like go, and I was just like I didn't even know how the song went. I didn't even know how the song went. I just like kept playing the drums until like he just stopped recording, and it was so funny. That's the most clapped song ever.
That's actually what happened.
Yeah, I didn't know what the song
that's
was.
probably totally what happened.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And it just hit 10K.
No,
most-
wait. He's talking about the Grape Song.
The Grape Song.
Oh.
No, okay, December 1st, I knew
Never
how it
mind.
went. I knew that there was two different parts. But it's just the Grape Song. The Grape Song is literally like I just like switched the beat when I thought it was supposed to go. December 1st was like that one's like you could tell a little bit more because it's only like 2 sections instead of like 18.
Yeah.
Who is the cat on the EP?
That's a wait. I know. Let me see. That cat's name is Krispy Kreme.
Oh yeah.
And Nate Stone, who took that photo, our friend Nate Stone, who's also helped us make with some songs before, we wanted to get here's a little history behind this. We wanted to get a picture from Nate Stone because he goes around the like Western America a lot. Northwestern America, and he takes pictures all the time, and he goes on cool trips. And he takes pictures all the time, and they're awesome. And we were like, there has to be something really cool there to use for the album. And then this was when he was staying in this sort of, it was like I think it was a hostel in New Mexico. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. And there was just this residential the cat that lived there in the hostel, and there's a picture right here of him climbing up onto a bunk bed thing, and I saw it when Nate Stone was looking at the pictures on his computer, and I was like, oh, that one, like, and then on the inside, it's
there too.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't looking at the computer.
Got him.
Yes, I was.
I feel like you weren't. I feel like I had to get your attention.
Were you there, Buddha?
No. It's just us.
Shout out Krispy Kreme.
Shout out Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme made us famous.
Any final things you want to say?
You got it, bro. We got a lot of shows. When's this coming out? Do you think?
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
Shows are happening.
We got a lot of shows. We got 5 shows in March. What are the dates? March 9th at 33rd Hill in Los Angeles.
Wow, we got that.
Wait, there's no March 14th in Anaheim to be announced. March 15th in San Diego at the Beat, downtown San Diego. March 17th at the Beat, downtown San Diego. March 22nd, the Doll Hut in Anaheim. And then we also just got asked to play a show before this interview on March 29th. Can you guys do that?
Yeah.
We're doing it.
So now we're going to play a show on March 29th. I don't know where the location is.
Damn.
So go to our Instagram at Stay for Dinner Band for all that info. Our music is out everywhere. We're gonna have an album out at some point. It's gonna sound really awesome.
Yeah, getting it real famous.
Get Bees by Weasel to 10,000 streams.
Get Bees to Weasel by 10,000 streams. December 1st just hit 10,000 streams. Shout out,
Hey!
people.
Hey. Shout out.
You got anything to say?
Everyone, stay awesome, stay creative. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Keep doing what you love. And just remember, the only time you don't find a 4-leaf clover is when you stop looking.
Hey.
Stay for dinner.
That was really good. You can't
You have
top
anything to
that.
say, Mace?
I just listened to Blonde by Frank Ocean.
Oh,
It's a
bro,
yeah.
Mason just showed us the craziest
Yo,
song
that's
in
the
the world. Oh my
Blonde
god,
by Frank Ocean is a really good album.
bro, it's my favorite album, bro. It's my favorite album. That's my favorite artist.
Shout out who we're shouting out.
Do you have anything to say, Gavin?
Oh, all right. Shout out love and art and joy and
Can you take back that you don't want to do shows?
yeah, I was kidding, guys.
Thank you for
Thank you.
clarifying.
Yeah, no problem.
Shout out Carsey Headrest. They're making a new album.
Oh,
Web
making an
Quest,
album.
they're doing
Web
We do
Quest.
this every time.
Yeah, bro. We gotta shout out bro.
I have nothing else to say. We gotta be done. I have nothing else to say.
Shout out the earth.
Shout out the Earth.
Yeah,
Go
take care
out.
of it.
Pick up a pine cone. Go out. Touch some grass. Go out. Go out. Pick up a dandelion. It's pretty awesome out here. Trust me.
Shout out Sacrosanct.
Yep. Shout out.
Shout out.
Every band. Shout out every band.
Shout out every band. Okay.
Shout out every band.
Go outside and make music.
Okay. Shout out.
Stay for dinner. We love every band.
I don't.
Shout
I
out.
don't.
Shout out Kiss. Shout out Led Zeppelin. I've never listened to those in my life.
This is bad. We can't keep going. We can't.
All right.
We can't.
Okay.
It's gotta be done.
Ready? We're gonna say bye on one.
All right.
3,
San
2.
Luis.
Okay. 3, 3,
We're
3,
gonna say
2,
bye.
2,
Wait.
2, 1, 1, 1. Go.
Bye.